Greetings, Club Newtown members, and welcome to this week's episode of Staying Fit Tips. This week, we're going to talk a little bit about elbow pain. Now, we've talked in the past about upstream and downstream. I think it was actually the very first video I've ever done that we talked about working on muscles downstream from a joint pain, right? So a joint, like our elbow, is connected by a bunch of muscle fibers and muscle tissues and the ligaments and tendons in that joint, right? So there's really only a couple things that could really cause pain in the joint. One is nerve pain, which I'm not going to be able to help you with today, but the other one is muscle dysfunction, all right? Tight muscles that are pulling on that joint. Now we have the triceps, very big, large arm muscle in the back of the arm, pulling on the elbow this way, and another muscle, a group of muscles, the forearm, pulling on the elbows that way, all right? So downstream and upstream. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you a couple things that you can do to help loosen up those muscle fibers so that they're not pulling on that elbow so much. So a couple things that can cause elbow pain: a lot of this, right? Working those forearms without a lot of stretching. And then also heavy lifting, right? Gripping things very hard that are going to cause pain up in this area of the elbow, maybe up top, and then the tricep as well. A couple ways you can test this: make a big fist. If that hurts your elbow right around here, probably your forearm. Alright, the other item you can do, the other movement, is to extend your arm fully. Does that hurt the back of your elbow? If it does, then that's probably your tricep. So, a lot of different tools that we can use to break up those muscle adhesions, loosen up that elbow a little bit, make it feel a lot better almost immediately. The first one, sports balls, alright? We've done a lot of stuff with sports balls. We got a tennis ball and a lacrosse ball. I use the lacrosse ball, but what we're going to do is take that ball, roll it in small circles around that forearm until we find what I like to call a trigger point, alright? That's a pretty discomforting point in the forearm where those muscle fibers are the tightest, and we're just going to kind of hold it there 5 seconds and then roll it out. So that's one thing that you can do. Hit that whole forearm 2-3 minutes at a time. Really work on loosening up that, and you should almost feel results immediately. The other thing you can do, if you don't have a sports ball, if you are just sitting like on a bus or in a stadium somewhere where there's something in front of you, or there's a bar somewhere or an item that you can do this on, all you're going to do is just roll those muscle fibers across that item, alright? Our muscle fibers run this way, so you're going to roll across this way. Just work on rolling back and forth, breaking up those muscle adhesions, relieving that pressure on the elbow. That's been this week's Staying Fit Tips. My name's Lucas Woody. You stay fit, member.